I'm going to show you some basics now on just editing and making your document a little more aesthetically pleasing and combining some of your learning objectives, right? So you can see here, I've edited some of the coloring already, and I'm going to show you how we can do that. So whenever you hover over some of your boxes, you can see this little cog that pops up. So on this main box that goes all the way down to the bottom of this section, we can see the cog. So we're going to click that and we can change the color of this background. Now I can use these colors that come just with the Digication, but I can also use colors that I want that don't exist, just default in there. Right? So let's say I want to make my background this darker orange color. You have to have these numberings, but I just did like a search for yellow color schemes, a yellow color palette. Now, like this one wouldn't work because it doesn't have the numbers. It has to have the numbers with it, right? This one has all the little number codes, so I could use those ones. So I'm going to come back and I'm going to paste that number, tab or hit enter, and it should put it in there. It's just going to take it a second to change. All right. So we're going to leave it orange just so that it's easy to see it stands out. I changed this color doing the same thing, right? Edit, and I went to the background color. This, on all of these sections, the first box is going to be the description of the course. So this needs to stay, but this is the description. So I kind of made it the header. The reason I did that was because I chose this picture. Now, say I picked a picture and I want to change it. Let's say I want to pick a different picture. I can replace this image. I just used the search image. I could use an image that I have on my computer or one of my own, right? I just searched communication and I can pick from a number of images, right? That just auto come up. So let's pick another one with a yellow background. My computer might be getting a little tired. And there we go. Picture has been changed. Right? So you can see this file is longer than it was before. We have multiple learning objectives together. We have a file upload here. I'm going to show you how to do those things. So we're going to come down. We have some empty space here. That way I had a little more to work from. And whenever I do my reflection, that's going to take up a good paragraph size. So let's say that for my role play activity, I think these two learning objectives fit that well. And maybe I'm going to use the other four for my reflections. Again, these learning objective combinations do not represent what I think that they would be, right? But I'm going to click the little font edit button. So now I have my cursor, right? I'm actually going to come down to this one because I'm going to leave the top one and I'm going to edit this one and I'm going to paste it up above. So I'm going to cut it so I know it's gone. I'm going to come up here to edit, enter down, and I'm going to paste it. Now I can leave them like this. I personally like the bulleted list, or maybe, you know what, I decide I want them all to be numbered. And I'm going to go change the other ones I did. I want them to be numbered. I also want to make sure that they're all bold, so they match, because for whatever reason it didn't bold them all. All right, I'm doing Control B so that I can make them all bold. Okay, so now I have my learning objectives for another artifact that I'm going to put in for this course. I've got 3 main ones. Maybe I'm also going to do a compilation of my summary posts. But again, I'm not using a single summary post. I would use all my summary posts as one artifact, and I'm going to upload those to demonstrate a nice well-rounded mastery. So I've got this. I'm good on this. I can edit these things up here. If I want to edit the color of this box, I can do that too, right? I can edit the coloring of this box also. Say I want it to be light yellow. And maybe I want to change my opacity, right? Maybe I want it to be more concentrated in its original color, or maybe I want it to be less. I can change my percentage. I can even double click in the box. I want it to be right at 50. Right? And you can see, then it's also showing this orange. So maybe I didn't like that. I'm going to bump it back up to 100. And then I'm going to get out of there. And so I've got this. I'm going to add my files before I do my learning objective. Now, I took a file from here earlier, but I know I'm going to need one of these, and I'm not going to need all of them because then I'm going to combine some of these learning objectives. But I'm going to take this file and I'm going to move it up. I click the little move button. My grid pops up. I'm going to move it. Now on this one above, I moved my file upload up top and I stretched it out. See, we can change this, right? And then it popped it back because it's just overthinking right now, but I can stretch it out. So let's say for this one, I want it to be half and half about. So I'm going to move this over and I want my file to come over farther. Right, and then I'm going to drop it down. Okay. Now I'm going to upload a file. First I'm going to pop away and I'm going to upload a file. So to upload a file, if I'm doing a new one and that I'm going to pull from my computer, I can click upload a file and it's going to pull up my documents from my computer. Now for time's sake, and because my computer's getting tired, I'm going to go to previous uploads because I already uploaded some things from before. So we're going to select this one, and I'm also going to select this one. See how they both have a blue box? I can do one at a time, or I can select 2 at a time. So I'm going to select 2 of them. And now I've got 2 files in one box, right? And I can go from one file to the next. But you know what? I realized maybe I uploaded the wrong file. So I'm going to click edit. I can also, there's other things I can do here. But I'm going to click edit and I'm going to replace my item. I'm going to go to previous upload again just because I'm going to do this one instead, right? And so it's replacing that whole file, right? So now it's a new file. So I could have uploaded 2. I could have just uploaded 1 if that's all I needed. So now I've got this, but you know what? I want to make sure that this is a little more definitive, that I know it has to do with my role play activity. So here I'm going to hit the cog button again because I'm on my document file. I'm going to go to module options and I'm going to make a heading for my file here. I'm going to hit enter, so hopefully it'll bounce over there. And then I'm going to click this display module name. And you can see how it pops up all these others. See how big this is though? I don't like the font. It's too big. I'm going to make it 20. And I also want it centered. And I don't want any padding, but I could make some padding if I wanted. right? If I want it to be a bigger box. But let's say I don't want any. Right? Oh, but you know what? I want this box to match this one, the color. So I'm going to hit this button again, and I'm going to go to my background color. And I think I picked this color. Close enough, right? If I was looking at this, I'd make sure my numbers matched up. So now my role play is good. Now let's say and then I don't need this box anymore, right? So I'm going to delete this one. Now, anytime you delete something, you have to type in the words delete. Mine autofills because I've deleted a lot of boxes and my computer knows it. Now you can see now, because I haven't written all my reflections, there's a lot of space here that I don't necessarily want. I can click auto resize if things aren't matching up right, but I don't want all this open space, right? Let's pretend that I've written my reflection. So I'm going to come over here and I'm going to click the move button. And I'm going to drag this up. And you know, while I was thinking of this, I realized I did a video for role play also. So I want to include that. So I'm going to rearrange these a little bit. I can even make a layout. Let's see what that's going to do for me. Nope, I take it back. I don't want that layout. I just want to move it. So I'm going to click the move button. Then I'm going to show you how to upload a video. I'm going to put my role play up here. And this may not be the way I want it. Let's move this. The computer has been working a lot today and it's struggling. So I'm going to drag this up because I want to upload a video. This is not how I want them to end up, but I'm going to show you how to upload a video. This is just to show you how you can move things around. Right, so I can upload a previous file, and for whatever reason, I can't figure out how to do a video first as a YouTube. We're going to select that one because the embed option never seems to pop up the first time for me. You may have more luck. I can make this box a little bit bigger if I want, and it's going to make sure that it fits well. But let's see. This isn't the video I want. I actually have a better one that I uploaded to YouTube. Right? So we're going to use this video that I just have so we can get a shareable link. I'm going to come back. I'm going to hit edit. I'm going to say I want to replace this one. And for me, for whatever reason, when I hit replace, then all these other options pop up. You can see how there's a lot more. And I'm going to click embed. I'm going to put that YouTube video. And I'm going to click embed. Now, of course, my YouTube video is going to be something that I made, which I actually did make this one. And you can see how then the YouTube video is uploaded. And that is how you can edit and maneuver around some of these things and make this your own.